Hey, so we were here in Colorado with the Burn Wagon, and a few days ago we were doing an outreach up in Greeley at this halfway house, and we were ministering to some of the guys that were there, and as well as the people that run the ministry. And the guy who runs the ministry had been talking about he had this pain in his back that had lasted for most of his life since childhood. And so we prayed for him, and there was no difference. And so then as I was sitting there, I kind of got this, was feeling like I was gaining this word of knowledge, but I was kind of a little bit nervous. But finally I just decided to walk over to him and asked him if he could tell me what his relationship with his father was like. And he just looked up at me and said, "No, man, I didn't have a father growing up, and my mom died when I was 16." And so I just asked if I could pray and like remove the weight that had been placed on him, like the whole I'm alone in the world, I have to carry it by myself. And what was crazy is the back pain actually only manifested when he was sitting down. Like when he was standing up, like working, the pain would go away. And so it's kind of this whole like mentality of like we got to work to make it in the world, and you can't stop, you can't rest for a minute. And so anyway, we just prayed and broke that off and brought the easy and light burden of Jesus onto him. And he said he just felt the pain instantly melt away. And it's just so cool how good God is. The next day we were actually in Brighton, Colorado, just outside of Denver, and we were ministering. And I was kind of walking around the room, saw this man and this woman, walked over to the man, asked if I could pray for him, and he said, "Actually, if you could pray for my wife, that'd be great. She has really bad pain in her back, just all up and down her back." And so we prayed one time, and she said the pain decreased a little bit. We prayed a second time, and she said she felt no difference. So then, remembering the testimony from the previous day, I started to really press in and ask the Lord if there was maybe a deeper root there. And so just kind of through talking, I asked her how long the pain had started, and she said, "Well, it's been about 15 years. Then I asked her if anything had happened 15 years ago. She says no, but 25 years ago, my husband was really struggling with alcoholism, and you know, it really was hard on our marriage, but we've made it through that. We're good." And so just in listening to the Lord, I asked this guy, I said, "Hey, I just feel like you need to pray for your wife and just release this forgiveness and like remove any burdens off of her that you've put on her." And so he did that, and both of them are in tears at this point. It was this beautiful moment. And she said the pain started to go away. It shifted to a tightness. And so then I looked at her and I said, "Okay, so do you need to do the same thing back to him and release forgiveness in response?" And she just said, "Yeah, absolutely." And so she did the same thing back. Again, such a beautiful moment. And she said she felt the pain instantly go away. So after 4 times of praying, she's completely healed. And God is so good. And what's cool about this is, you know, both of these things started from like a simple thing. Like, you know, I don't know if I want to say this. This may sound kind of dumb, but you just walk across the room and go for it because you don't know what God's going to do. And so when we just respond to those little inklings that He puts in our heart that may seem like they're nothing, it can open up the door to a significant breakthrough in someone's life. So we just praise God for what He's doing here in Colorado.